Good morning, George, and you can probably hear a typhoon has hit us now. This is the real rain, the kind of weather they wanted to avoid ahead of that rescue. But yes, as you say, we have been speaking to some of the families, and particularly the youngest boy, 11 years old. And we should say that we didn't go into too much detail, of course, because he is so young, but he welcomed us into his home with a broad smile. He is just happy to be out of that cave. This morning, for the first time,
Nice to meet you.
we're hearing from the youngest boy in that cave, 11-year-old Titan.
Were you surprised when you saw the whole world waiting for you?
Titan telling us he wasn't, knowing in his heart his parents would be right there waiting for him.
The coach carry Titan out of the cave?
His dad telling us Titan held on to the coach's back while he swam through those flooded tunnels. When Titan finally arrived home, he was greeted with cheers and warm embraces. The boys survived by drinking fresh water they found in a rock and learning meditation techniques from their coach. But we're not asking them for further details because these young boys may still need time to process their ordeal. After being released from the hospital, 11 of the boys and their coach attending a ceremony at a Buddhist temple, kneeling and praying for fortune.
So the boys have just kneeled in front of these newly ordained monks. They will too be ordained monks.
And at the presser just hours earlier, the soccer team suited up in their new uniforms, flashing up their V for victory. Moments nearly a month in the making. Countless smiles, hugs and photos as the boys returned to their homes for the first time since they ventured into the cave. For 14-year-old Adul, the celebration included about 100 people in his community church, along with singing, dancing and, of course, a big bucket of KFC. The food he's been craving for weeks. Several of the reunions rooted in Thai tradition. Not long after 16-year-old Knight arrived home, he was doused in a bucket of water to call his mind back after being away for so long. For those 2 weeks trapped in that cave, to now in the freedom of the fresh air.
I was outside the cave for 2 weeks waiting for you.
Their smiles never fading.
Escape up the face of 11-year-old Titan, finally back at home after more than 2 weeks in a cave, now surrounded by family.
What did Dad say to you?
He said, "You are safe and home now," Titan told us. "We are so happy."
What was it like in the cave for you?
It was dark and quite scary, Titan said. What helped Titan in the cave? He told us. I had Coach Ake by my side, he said. He encouraged me. 14-year-old Adun helped the group communicate with their English-speaking rescuers.
Thank you, everybody. Pray.
We visited with Adun Wednesday at the church in Thailand where he has lived for almost 10 years. One of the first things Adun did when back at the church, eat his favorite food, Kentucky Fried Chicken. How does it feel to be back?
I'm very happy.
Adun's life has been difficult even before the cave. He is stateless, not a citizen of Thailand or any other country. His parents slipped him out of Myanmar and into Thailand nearly a decade ago to escape ethnic conflicts. They are still in Myanmar. But at the church, Adun is surrounded by people who love him, and he's grateful.